Welcome back to Dark Souls. My name is Ricky and this is Lizzy. This is the final bonus episode for Lizzy's playthrough because today we're heading into the Kiln of the First Flame to fight Gwyn in my new Game Plus playthrough. And I gotta be honest with you, this didn't look like it was gonna happen. And I'll talk about that. Before I get into everything else today, I do want to say that I actually saved Solaire in this playthrough. It is a pain in the butt. I can't tell you how many times I had to run down just to kill that stupid sunlight maggot that you have to kill in order to, or chaos bug, not sunlight maggot. When you do that, instead, you find Solaire sitting there going, oh my goodness, my life was wasted, or some nonsense like that. Alright, I'm going to backstab you and do a crazy amount of damage in that backstab. And then guess what? Boom! Do it again. So, when we beat this level last time, in the new game playthrough, this was at +4 occult, and now it's at +5 occult. It's not a lot more damage. But, anyway, so I saved Solaire, so we're going to bring Solaire with us, and I have like 40 some odd consumable humanity with me, so I'm not particularly concerned with not having enough to like... That sucked. Come on, get behind him. Nope, okay. There we go. Ah. Why did this almost not happen? Well, for the first real, like truly the first time where I have just been like, I don't think I can do this. Not the times I went up against Ornstein and Smaug and just lost over and over and over again. But truly was like, I don't think I can pull this off. First time that happened in this playthrough is the first time that happened. And I will give you 4 guesses as to which boss fight that happened with. Bye. Eventually I did wind up prevailing against said boss. But it was, I mean, 30 attempts it felt like. It was probably closer to 10 or maybe 15. But it was just, oh, it sucked so much. Given how easy that particular boss fight was on this particular playthrough, like it was the only of the, no, that's not true. It was one of 2 bosses that I didn't die to at all in the final 4 bosses before the final boss fight. The Lord Soul bosses, I guess, if you want to call them that. But, oh man, so much so that I started farming White Titanite, and I made myself a +4, because I couldn't get any White Titanite slabs. I made myself a +4 Occult Bastard Sword, which worked significantly. Why did that do more damage? Did I get a critical inside a critical? Is that a thing? Yeah, you can do your little spin attack all you want. I'm still going to stab you. Well, that was in the butt, but whatever. You know, I also made a +4 Occult Halberd, because that might work too. Because here's the strategy that everyone recommends for beating this particular boss. Havel's Armor. 2 hands, your most powerful weapon. Well, my most powerful weapon up until that point was the Baldur Side Sword. Was the +5 Occult Baldur Side Sword. And that wasn't really enough damage. I mean, it kind of was. But this is how I wound up beating them. Alright, Solaire, come on. So this is how I actually wound up beating this boss. Power Within, something I've never used before. And then wailing on him with the Bastard Sword, with the Occult Bastard Sword. And then using the Chaos Fire Whip that you can get after you beat... Well, I guess you can get it before you beat the Beta Chaos, because that's what I did. But it's right there, past one of the Chaos Eaters. Alright, so... Basically, same equipment we had last time we fought him. I have the Hornet Ring, and I just want to see how good Wrath of the Gods can be against this boss, too. Knight Solaire, I'm really counting on you to be good here. I don't suspect this is going to go super duper well. Oh, I also have the Black Knight Shield. Get that first parry in, it's really important. Alright. What he does. Okay. Can I backstab him? Oh, he grabbed Solaire, not me. Anyway, so then I used Chaos Fire Whip and some Combustion. I have a plus 15 Pyromancy Glove, by the way. I can't go past that because for whatever reason, the developers of this game decided that the way you... Crap! And I'm dead. Okay, it said you died before we were victorious, but he just beat Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. Oh, that was weird. Okay, but I died, so it didn't matter. Anyway, so I'm going to finish telling my story because it's not that interesting, but I want to anyway. So after I used the Chaos Fire Whip and a little Combustion, then I just kept using Combustion, and then I used Wrath of the Gods consecutively. I didn't need to use nearly as many Wrath of the Gods because at that point the boss bar was pretty close to being done. So, but all in all, it was surprisingly effective. Power Within was very useful, but I don't know if Power Within is something I'd want to use all the time. You know, I mean, some people will be like, just use it for every boss, and I'm like, I don't know. The one thing I will say is, outside of that boss, the Baldur's Straight Sword still works, man. I was actually trying to think about... I did actually get another one, by the way. I did farm for another one. That was not pleasant. But I did farm for it. And the reason I farmed for it was because I wanted to make a pure divine one for Gravelord Nito, just killing his skeletons quickly. So I have a plus 9 divine Baldur's Side Sword. And I actually genuinely thought about farming for one to get a fire one or a lightning one up to plus... you know, whatever, plus 5 lightning or plus 10 fire, because the Four Kings, they're not weak to anything, but their least amount of resistance is fire and then lightning. One of the things that I should have cast was Replenishment before we went in. That was something I should have done, and I didn't think to do it, because Replenishment will heal me 10 HP per second for, I don't know how long. 30 seconds? Oh. It doesn't matter. Alright, here we go. One more time, maybe. One more time. I mean, 1250 is a lot of damage to be doing with, I might remind you, a bandit's knife. Also, Knight Solaire, do not be throwing lightning at him, okay? Just don't. Wow. Not as much as I would have liked there. Although he's hitting him. I don't care if, by the way, if he gets the final hit. I mean, he didn't. I did. But there you go. Gwyn, Lord of Cinder defeated with Knight Solaire because I saved his life. Victory achieved, and I'm going to switch over to the Soul Ring so I can get all of my stuff. Ooh, plus a Sunlight Medal. Last time, we lit this stupid bonfire, and I think this time we're just going to nope our way out and become the new Lord of Darkness, or whatever you actually become. Mostly because I actually think it's the better ending. I genuinely do think it's the better ending. It may be worse, but we see what happens in the other Dark Souls. So now we are in New Game Plus 2, or New Game Plus Plus. And so now enemies are a little bit tougher, have a little bit more health, just like in New Game Plus. But I'm pretty sure it's less of a jump this time than it was between New Game and New Game Plus. We'll have to see. I definitely am not going to beat New Game Plus Plus. I can tell you that right now. Here's my Occult Bastard Sword plus 4. And here's my Occult Halberd plus 4. And also I have a Divine Halberd plus 6. In case I decide to switch over to play as a Halberd. But I really like the Side Sword. It's probably my favorite weapon I've used in the game so far that isn't like a magic weapon. Like a Catalyst or that kind of thing. I did actually kill the Stray Demon here. And now I have 2 Titanite slabs that I still don't know what I'm going to do with. At some point, I probably should use one of them, maybe on my armor. So I just realized that my souls were 219,219, which I think is just such great symmetry. I almost don't want to kill anything else in the game. I mean, I am. I just, you know. All right. Asylum Demon, let's go. Okay, Asylum Demon. Roll. Woohoo! Look at that, 803 damage. Owies. I mean, that didn't actually hurt. Hurt my shield a bit. And then one more. And then one more. I did put on my, and I have a second Demon's Great Hammer. Only 12,000 souls. It's locked. I can't go that way. That's kind of lame. So I guess we should probably take a little ride with a giant crow thing. I'm assuming it's a crow, but then there are crows in the painted world that are far closer to normal size. They're still not normal size, they're still quite big. So one of the things I have not talked about yet is that I am level 149 because of the stupid Four Kings boss fight. I put so many points into so many different things, including some points into intelligence after it for different reasons that I'm not going to get into now, except to say that the Great Sword of Artorias, both the cursed variant and the non-cursed variant, kind of suck because the R2 is so slow that honestly, I mean, it's worse than this Zweihander. Did you know that your Estus Flask cannot be upgraded past +7? Because I didn't, and I definitely would not have wasted time going into Blighttown, which is where we're headed right now, by the way. I would have wasted zero time going into Blighttown just to get that Firekeeper soul that's in Blighttown, surrounded by all the toxic dudes. It wasn't so bad because I could use Wrath of the Gods on them. I am rocking some very powerful miracles. Unfortunately, it's not like I can get, more miracles. It's just the 25 lightning spears that I have. So close. That's not worrisome at all. Because my talisman is not going to do nearly... Like, it's not worth putting faith up past 50. It's just not. That great isn't killing them. It's not great news. Still, I mean, it's something, you know? So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, we're going into Blighttown so I can level up my Pyromancy Flame to, well, not very far, admittedly. But even just getting it up a little bit, and maybe buying some more powerful Pyromancies while we're here. Please be here. Yay! Hello.
I'm not, are you like Sal?
Yes.
Yes, very, but are you?
Okay, so modify equipment. So I have 2 of these, I'm only going to ascend 1. And I'm not going to ascend it very far, I'm just going to ascend it to Pyromancy Flame Ascended +0. So let's buy some other crap, like Firestorm for 30,000 souls, because I have the thing. And we'll buy Great Combustion, and we'll buy another Combustion, and we'll buy Fire Orb, and Great Fireball, and regular Fireball. And hey, look at that, now I don't have any souls. I couldn't actually get to you earlier, because if you don't have a +10 Pyromancy Flame, you don't appear, and if you kill the Beta Chaos, you also don't appear. Ugh. Really frustrating. Anyway, it does feel weird to be kind of done with Dark Souls, at least with Lizzy on the channel. I'm not saying you're never going to see her again on the channel. I don't know, I might do some more bonus episodes. I think saying never say never is one of those weird things you just shouldn't say, but never say never. This has been Dark Souls. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.